Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Imana Amawe. Coming up on the program today. Minister of Interior visits Niger State in the aftermath of the jailbreak. Kogi youths drum up support for President Muhammadu Buhari and Governor Yahaya Bello. And the Department of Petroleum Resources continues to monitor activities of fuel stations in Cross River State. The Minister of Interior, Abdulrahman Dambanzao, is one of the early callers at the Mina Maximum Prison in Niger State following Sunday night's attack on the facility by armed bandits. The minister arrived in the company of the state governor, Abubakar Bello, for an assessment of the damage done and to ensure the safety of residents of the area. One prison official and a motorcycle rider were killed in the attack, while an undisclosed number of inmates are said to have escaped after a gun battle that lasted for over 1 hour. The Public Relations Officer of the Niger State Command of the Nigerian Prison Service, Rabiu Shuaibu, confirmed the incidents to Channels Television and said 7 inmates have been rearrested, while efforts are ongoing to profile the number of fleeing inmates. The minister also confirmed that 210 inmates escaped during the jailbreak. The Public Relations Officer of the Niger State Police Command, Abubakar Dan Ina, also told Channels Television that police officers of the command were deployed to the scene of the jailbreak. Immediately, they were alerted. This is not the first time the Mina Maximum Prison has been attacked. In December 2014, unknown gunmen opened fire on the facility and 270 inmates escaped in that particular attack. Some shop owners in a building with over 10 shops in Okundaye Street in the new Benin market area in Benin City, the Edo State capital, have suffered losses following a fire incident which occurred on Sunday evening. While the cause of the fire has so far not been ascertained, a call for help has gone out to the Edo State government to consider alleviating the plight of the victims so as to help reduce their burden and support their desire to return to business.
Monday morning reveals the scale of damage from a fire incident which occurred on Sunday evening in a building housing shops on Okundaye Street at the New Benin Market area in the Edo State capital, Benin City. Anguish is all around. Frustration and hopelessness are also present.
As they called me yesterday night, says my store they burn. I put it in my juice because we know they use generator for this building, we know they use stove.
Samuel Njezie owns one of the affected shops.
I saw that there's fire everywhere. Even there's no way, but the fire went everywhere. Even there is already inside my shop. There's nothing I can be able to do. I did not bring out any pin, single maggie. I did not bring out of this place. Millions of naira wasted here. I sell food items, rice, indomie, in wholesale, not that wholesale, rice and everything. Everything that is kitchen things that need to cook, tomato, maggi, all varieties. All varieties, anything about cooking, I sell them here. All of them wasted here.
Non-shop owners are louder in the cry for assistance.
To call fire brigade, before then, nobody come where the thing started. And that's why all the thing burned, people things damage, and which were not happy. They're supposed to provide fire brigade earlier the better. So those systems will not damage. And now the people that damage their trust now, this is now, they are looking for way to survive. No way to survive. We please that government to assist those people so that all their damage will recover, will back again.
Empathy for all who lost something is another feature at this scene of great loss, where the advice echoed is for the victims of the incident not to give up, even as they await help from appropriate quarters. Jessica Luguse, Channels Television News.
We now move our attention to Kogi State, where the youth there have staged a rally to back the re-election campaign of President Muhammadu Buhari. They've also passed a vote of confidence on Governor Yahaya Bello. The youth group visited the 5 local government areas under the Central Senatorial District of the state to inform on the laudable achievements of both administrations.
Political parties and peer groups are becoming bolder as they increase public show of support for their preferred candidates vying for elective positions next year. In Kogi State, some youth groups have come out to show their support for the re-election of President Muhammadu Buhari and the state governor Yahaya Bello. Most Nigerians remain divided over the ruling party's mode of administration, with many scoring them low in areas of the economy, security and corruption. Nevertheless, the APC still has some die-hard supporters like these youths who are touring the Central Senatorial District of the state, waving the insignia of the All Progressives Congress.
It's the live wire that holds Nigeria back. Ordinarily, Nigeria by now would have been another history. But we thank God today that we're having somebody like President Muhammadu Buhari. And as we're giving the support, also the governor of Kogi State is supporting us also for what we are doing. Because even the governor of Kogi State, because of his good work and the love for the youth he has, prompted us to stand up today and decide to converse for Mr. President for his second term. Come 2019.
We must commend the governor of Kogi State. We must commend the president of this country for giving him support to defeat the terrorists and the kidnappers along this way.
Following the violence that has trailed some of the events of the APC in the past few weeks, chairman of the party in Okene local government area gives a stern warning that law and order must be maintained even during support rallies.
This time around, it is not a time for political toggery. They should be ambassador of APC, and wherever they are, we expect them to behave well so that we give our party a good image.
Scenes like these are expected to dominate major local governments across the country as political parties contesting various elections continue to woo voters ahead of the 2019 elections.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State has flagged off the distribution of 220,000 palm seedlings to be planted in over 1,000 hectares of land in the state as he launches the 2018 smallholder oil palm scheme. Governor Okowa says the scheme is part of measures by his government to make the people of Delta State prosperous through the production of palm oil for local consumption and export. In the meantime, a group of youths in the riverine area of the state have also endorsed the governor for a second term in office. Oil palm played a leading role in Nigeria's economy several years back. That's because the country was one of the world's leading producers of the farm produce. But the story changed when attention was shifted from agriculture to crude oil in the mid-70s. Nigeria has now become a major importer of the same product. But because of the importance of palm oil, the commodity continues to be in very high demand. And that is what the Delta State government is trying to correct by providing nurseries to farmers to boost the production of palm oil in the state for local consumption and export.
Where is that water?
The objective of the 2018 smallholder oil palm scheme is to support each beneficiary farmer to develop a minimum of 5 hectares of oil palm estates over time. Governor Okowa believes this is a chance for farmers to utilize the opportunity provided by the scheme and promises to supply them with the needed farming tools.
Increasing your production will boost your earning and raise your standard of living, while the state economy will be positively impacted. Obviously, it is a win-win situation for all Deltans.
The farmers are grateful for the intervention.
Every farmer appreciates it. Personally, I appreciate it, and I express my gratitude to the executive governor of Delta State.
The state government's development strides are not unnoticed by the residents, which is why these youths from riverine communities gathered to endorse Governor Kowa for a second term in office. When the program returns in a moment, we'll bring you an update of a developing story we are following here. The Senate President asks his ADC to pick up the police invitation letter. Details shortly.